Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel, Margo TV Philippines. Live.
Hello, hi, good afternoon. Isa pong magandang biyernes ng hapon dito sa ating programang pinamagatang Hatid Saya at iba pa. Ngayong araw po aming idudulot sa inyo ang isa sa pinakamagandang segment na pag-uusapan natin ang tungkol sa employee-employer relationship. At sa ngayong araw na to, meron po tayong mga panauhing pangdangal na ika nga mga authority that who will help us be more aware and educated about being an employer and at the same time being employees. So napakalaking bagay mga kasama natin dito at ngayong hapon, again, this is Tito Bobby bringing you the program to start with and making a Friday 4 p.m. Every Friday ang ating programa. This is again Tito Bobby and of course papakilala ko sa inyo ang ating co-host for today, Exodus.
All right, so thank you so much, Tito Bobby, for having me here. So yeah, it's actually my first time, but of course it's a privilege dahil matagal ko na din kayong kilala. Thank you, Tito Bobby.
Well, of course, yes, it matters so much because kasi pagdating natin sa tinatawag nating rapport, may chemistry na kami. Kumbaga hindi man kami magkaklase sa chemistry, we still have chemistry kasi as our teacher-student relationship. At napakaganda way back when. Kaya bumabata ako pagkakasama kita, X, di ba? Alright, so being my co-host, Exodus, you can help us out, discuss topic about the employee-employer relationship. And of course, let us introduce, di ba, our very special guest for today. Dalawa to. Isang representative natin from DOLE mismo. And of course, pareho silang DOLE. Kaya nga lang, yung isa concern niya NLRC, National Labor Relations Commission. Okay, so let's introduce first our very first guest, no other than, of course, di ba, our ex-USEC, ng DOLE, no other than USEC Ding Sai. Palakpakan natin, Sir Ding Sai. Sir, pari kayong bumati. Ayan.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Naanyayahan kami rito para makapag-share sa ating mga kapwamanggagawa o kaya pati sa management kung anong mga dapat bantayan natin sa workplace at ano dapat ang magiging relasyon natin bilang manggagawa at saka mga employer. So mag-aantay lang kami ng mga tanong kung anong may isasagot ko. Okay. Magandang hapon sa atin lahat.
Ayan, maraming salamat, Yusek. Thank you for gracing us this afternoon. And of course, ang aking classmate since college pa to, sa UST pa kami. And brother ko sa aming fraternity, no other than Mr. Mariano Samudal Jr. ng NLRC.
Good afternoon, brother Bob. Salamat sa pag-imbita mo sa amin dito. I've just retired from NLRC this January 12. So we are here to help you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So, ang ating mga viewers, kamusta kayo dyan? Mga fans, followers, subscribers, mga nagla-like, no? Mag-like kayo, mag-heart, and follow our page. At the same time, dito po sa ating programa, we promise to bring you education and information, lalo na updates tayo. Yung ating po mga importanteng awareness. We are bringing in significant topics to our real life story sa buhay ngayon. Bilang lalo ngayong araw na to, bilang mga empleyado at bilang mga employers, yung mga nagpapasweldo. All right, so maybe Exodus, you can try to throw in some questions. Pakilala muna natin si Yusek, bago natin bigyan siya ng mga question. Can you please introduce yourself, sir, Yusek?
I used to be the USEC Undersecretary in the Department of Labor. At the time na umalis ako sa DOLE, I was the USEC for Employment and Policy. And I have been in the practice ng legal practice for the past 3 decades na siguro. Kaya hindi na ako masyadong bata. Hindi naman ako masyadong matanda.
Presko. Of course. And of course, yes. Ikaw, Sir June, pwede mo pakilala ka, June, sir.
Yeah, connected po ako sa NLRC dati. Agent ng ng Dole, under the Dole. Bali, I'm handling conciliation mediation sa SENA. Yan ang first step sa single entry approach ng mga complainants when they file complaint against their employers. So, ito ngayon ako dahil retire ko lang, so pwede na ako ngayon seek help sa mga nangangailangan.
Tayo tawag sa atin ngayon payong tagapaglingkod. Ayan. Oo, yan ang bali plano natin Mr. Samudal, that we're going to come up with this type of service and in form of an advocacy.
Yes.
And pag sinabi natin advocacy, we're working towards coming from the heart. I do believe that. Is that true, June?
Correct.
Oo,
Correct.
so advocacy. Oo, siyempre, lalo na tayo at our young age.
Yes.
We more or less try to come up with the best in our lives. Sabi nga nila, what we believe to our friends and family is a good name. And for now, we are also dedicated in this type of service to humanity, to our fellow constituents, mga employees, and of course, employers alike. So let's begin with our question. With Exodus asking the first question, throwing the first question.
Of course, siguro, madami tayong gustong malaman, of course, when it comes to employee and employment, di ba? May mga basic rights and all. So, I want to throw in a question na siguro sa tingin ko madaming mga gustong malaman ng mga to. No? So, coming from an employer muna siguro. Kasi usually, tinitignan natin yung sa employees, alamin natin kung alam ba talaga ng mga employer kung ano ba dapat ang binibigay nila sa employees. So let's talk about yung ano ba dapat yung compliance nila. Saan ba nagiging challenge ng mga businesses? Ano ba yung mga somehow hindi siguro nila alam or nakakalimutan nila na dapat binibigay sa mga employees?
Okay. Alam mo, Exodus, what I can say is I will help employees know what they do not know.
Okay.
Because in the first place, they do not know what they do not know. Hindi nila alam kung ano din nila alam eh. Ganon din ang some management pa rin. When you say about compliances, one thing I noticed, even among my few friends sa employment sector, hindi nila alam that there are certain, pagdating natin sa occupational safety, there are certain requirements. Pag umabot halimbawa ang headcount to a certain number, halimbawa 50, kailangan mo lang ng may nurse ka na sa workplace. Pag tumaas pa ang number niyan, kailangan mo may part-time doctor. Pag tumaas pa lalo, full-time doctor na yan. Ang daming employers hindi I mean HR people who are working for in behalf ng kanilang management, hindi nila alam yan.
Yes.
But pwede mo namang lusutan yung, hindi ko naman tinatawag na lusutan na, di ba? Pwede mong maiwasan ang full-time doctor kung meron ka namang hospital within 1 kilometer radius na meron kang agreement or certain memorandum of agreement na kapag may isa kang empleyado na kailangan dalhin sa hospital at may pangangailangan medical na tatanggapin agad ng doktor. Kasi may mga empleyados sa workplace, sumakit ang ulo, hindi niya alam na pataas ang BP niya, mag-i-stroke na lang ba yan dahil walang intervention. So that's why may mga tayo, lalo na kung may mga mechanisms yan, mga makina, heavy equipment, mas mahigpit tayo dyan sa occupational safety. Another one, Exodus, is ang daming empleyado hindi nakakaalam na sila ay may karapatan na although kung walang benefits ang company above and beyond the law, halimbawa vacation leave o sick leave, tayo mga empleyado ay entitled sa 5 days service incentive leave pay, SILP kung baga tawagin. For every year of service mo, kailangan bigyan ka ng 5 araw. Halimbawa, nag-absent ka dahil sumakit ng tiyan mo o nagkasakit ka. Sasabihin ng management, wala tayong vacation leave, so no pay yan. Hindi. I-charge mo yung 1 araw na yan doon sa 5 araw na dapat bayad ka. Halimbawa, hindi mo nagamit lahat ng araw na yan at 3 araw lang nagamit mo, may 2 ka pang balancing. At the end of the year, i-convert yan into your equivalent daily rate. So, tatakbo na naman 1 taon, another 5 days yan. Maraming hindi nakakaalam yan. Lalo na sa ating security guards na nakatayo, nakaupo, umaga, umulan, umaraw, pero hindi nila alam benefits nila.
Okay, nakakalungkot nga. Pero really important na dapat malaman natin. So, occupational safety plus yung mga
Benefits.
natin.
So it follows that pag sinabi nating occupational safety, that is one of the principles of the heart of an employer, na gusto niya talagang ma-assure ang safety ng bawat empleyado that is in a safe working condition. And more so especially when I was in Boracay last time, attorney, we were thinking of a hospital because some people are having some nagkakasakit, ano?
Wow.
So wala kaming immediate nung time na yun na hospital, but rather a clinic from a doctor wherein we needed somebody who's almost to pass away. So we had to run to the Iloilo Panay Hospital all the way, and it was one of those things that we wanted to have addressed. And unfortunately, our co-employee didn't make it. Kaya nga, all of these things are basically examples of things that should have been taken in the board of directors meeting, whatever of the vision mission of a company, in the way that they care about the employees first and foremost. Dahil kasi ang principle niyan goes something like, you are no business if without your people. And the people that you pay, kaya binibigyan mo sila compensation, call them compensation and salary, for them to really work accordingly with your objectives sa business. So going back to that so other sectors that different types of shall we say services aligned besides the ordinary local employment. There are already contractual issues like with security guards and with maid labandera, kasambahay, all this. What are the more or less background on this, Yusef?
There are certain classifications ng isang empleyado. May tinatawag na probationary. Siyempre, magsimula tayo sa probationary. Mayroon tayo sinasabing tinatawag na permanent employee, regular employee. May tinatawag na casual, may contractual, may seasonal, may project employee. So maraming classifications ng empleyado. Ang usual na is usual na naririnig ko sa mga kaso kung nahahawakan. Sabi ng employer, probationary employee ka lang naman tatanggalin na kita anytime. Mali yan. Mali. Tatama ka sa batas niyan. O kaya casual employee lang kita ha. O after mga 8 buwan, alis ka na. Mali yan. Ano ba ang definition ng casual? Para pumasok ako doon sa casual ako. O kaya project employee nga lang. Inaabot ako ng 5 buwan, 5 taon. Project employee pa rin. Or contractual employee pa rin. And may mga definitions kasi yan. Para pumasok ka sa tamang classification. Halimbawa lang, magpalagay na natin take an example, definite example, a probationary employee na area ito ng maraming misinterpretation, misapprehension. Ang probationary employee ka, kapag pumasok ka na nilagay na ng management ang mga conditions for you to qualify at the end of 6 months. At the end of 6 months, normally, ang employer sasabihin, tapos ka na, hindi ka na nag-qualify. In the first place, hindi nag-qualify sa Anong qualification requirements? Kapag hindi mo inilagay yan, kunbawa ikaw si employer, hindi mo inilagay sa kontrata ko, sa probationary employment contract ko, ang qualification requirements ko, regular na ako, sir. You cannot tell me na I can be removed anytime. Mali yan. Mali yung mga misapprehension. The law requires on the first day of regular employment, ilalagay na para alam ko bilang empleyado, ano ba dapat ang qualification na dapat maipasa. Kasi at the end of 6 months, alam ko na hindi ako pumasa. kasi hindi ko na-attain itong mga requirements.
Evaluation.
Pag sinabi namang project employee, ano naman ang project employee na sasabihin mo, sir, 24 months na ako, 2 years na ako, ba't wala pa ako Ay, hindi, project employee ka lang di ba? Pwede kang tanggalin na anytime. Hindi rin. You have to go to the definition din ulit ng isang project employee. May mga requirements ng batas pag sinabi kang tinawag kang project employee para mag-fall ka into the project employee. Ang project employee, dalawa ang mga ang very basic and important requirements. Identified ang project. Number 2, identified kailan magsisimula ang project, kailan matatapos ang project. Kapag ikaw ay project employee daw, quote unquote, after 6 months, extend kita. After another 3 months, extend kita dahil another project. Pag ganun, walang definite beginning, walang definite end. Regular employee ka, sir. Hindi ka na pwedeng sabihin ng management, tanggal ka na kasi tapos na project natin. Definite beginning, definite end. At ano ang project na yun? Doon ka magka-qualify. Dapat pumasok ka doon sa mga requirements na yun. Pag seasonal naman, marami tayong sa mga department store, di ba?
Seasonal.
Hinayin kita, seasonal. December hinayin kita, doon ka sa female apparel. Anong trabaho mo? Mag-ibenta mo itong mga bikini. Mga pang beach wear shorts na pang beach seasonal daw kasi December maraming customers. So kailangan nila additional salespersons. Ang tanong ko diyan is, ang bikini ba is pang season ng December? Hindi. So, di ba mali? Kinuha kita para sa season ng December pero kasi maraming dagsa ng mga shoppers, pero nilagay kita sa apparel na pang swimming, pang beach, hindi pang season yan. Pag sinabi natin season, ang akba? At tapos, tumaas ba ang demand for that certain product or commodity na ang regular people na naka-assign dyan ay hindi kaya ang headcount nila. So magdadagdag ka. And it is only good for the season. Pagdating ng January, hindi na Pasko pwede ka nang tanggalin kasi inilagay ka doon sa children's toys section, di ba? Hindi na season para bumili ng mga toys. Pwede ka nang tanggalin. Pero alam mo ba, Exodus, saka sir, na ang isang seasonal employee maaari maging regular.
Yun nga sana tatanong ko kasi meron dapat segue dyan Kasi yung when the practice of the employer continues to be coming up with this optional employment, shall we say, wala ka nang pupuntahan yan. Is there an automatic regularization afterwards?
Kapag paulit-ulit kang kinuha, halimbawa ng XYZ department store, diba? Paulit-ulit kang kinuha for every season, hindi ka na pwedeng tanggalin. Magiging regular ka para sa season na yan. Meaning, ibig sabihin ko dyan is for 3 years mo akong kinuha as seasonal employee every December during the peak demand. Next year, ng December, hindi mo ako pwedeng hindi kuhanin. Kuhanin mo ako as a seasonal employee next December and the next December ulit and the next December. Regular na ako for every season.
May tinatawag pala regular on a seasonal
regular
basis.
Seasonal employee ang tawag dyan. Hindi mo na ako pwedeng i-discriminate na matanda na ako or nabuntis ako. Next year, hindi mo na ako kukunin during the season. Hindi pwede because I became a regular seasonal employee.
Importante na malaman din talaga ng mga
employees. Maraming, unfortunately ba, maraming hindi nakakaalam yan. That's why I'm here, sabi ko nga kanina, I'll tell you what you do not know. And I will let you know what you do not know also.
Of course. Siguro idadagdag ko lang, Tito Bobby. I think importante ito saka mainit na usapin din. What about contractual?
555 ang tawag dyan.
Yes,
ano yan? Sardinas yan.
Ano kaya ang pwede nating ipaalam sa mga manggagawa
before pumasok si Presidente Duterte ng term niya, talamak yan. yung practice na contractualization, practice na tinatawag na 555. Kasi under the law, akala ng mga employers na kapag lumagpas ka ng 6 na buwan, automatic ang regular. Okay, there is some truth to that. Medyo hindi yung buong katotohanan. So ang ginagawa nila, on the 5th month, tinatanggal na nila. Tiniterminate or ina-expire ang contract. Pahinga ka muna, sir. Pahinga ka muna, iha. After 2 weeks, balik ka. So, pipirma na naman ng another 5 months. So,
Yes.
555. Yan ang tinatawag mo contractual. Kino-contract doon sa tig for 5 months lang. Bawal yan. When Secretary Bello ay umupo ng Department of Labor in 2016, we came up with the department order na tinatawag ng Department Order 174 na in-strengthen natin ang pagbabawal ng 555. Sana, we hope na wala nang practice ngayon ng 555. If there is still a practice of 555, I'm telling you, unauthorized and illegal na yan. You can call the Department of Labor, may hotline naman sila. Or you can call us.
Okay, let's proceed with our next topic about BPO, the business processing outsourcing, and there are so many cases here where normally there's a procedure by which an employee becomes regular, and it takes us, etc. Let's talk about also the medical benefits and yung mga HMO to be added to it. So, what is our reaction regarding the proper management of BPOs?
Well, BPO, isisegue ko lang sa Department Order 174. Exempted ang BPO sector sa 174. So, what I mean is, kung pinagbabawal ng Department Order 174 ang contractualization or 555 or etc. what you call it, exempted ang BPO sa coverage niyan. However, it doesn't also mean to say na walang benefits ang employees ng BPO. Anyway, ang BPO kasi sector is, ang employer nila is nasa labas ng bansa. Ngayon, kung may violations ang employer, how do you go after them?
Yes.
Yan ang ano dyan eh. Yan ang na-stymie ka dyan. When you, isisegue ko rin sa HMO, it's a voluntary benefit na eh. Kung i-cover ng employer ang bibigyan siya ng health free insurance or health benefits, nasa employer na yan because it's not common. May mga companies na nagbibigay ng health insurance or hospitalization benefits like HMO, common na yan. Pero hindi naman natin pwede natin sabihin na regardless kung common siya na required na ng batas. Hindi. Wala tayong provision sa batas about HMO provision.
Yung maitanong ko lang doon, Yusek, yung case ng merong iba kasi before, first day of employment, merong HMO benefit na. Kasama sa upselling nila yun. But normally sa ngayon, lalo ng ibang trabaho, it takes them 6 months or a few months after being an employee, doon pala nagbibigay ng HMO, which is very important because sabi mo nga, occupational therapy, like pupuyat ka palagi, your health is in already at question. Kailangan alagaan mo sarili mo because of the lifestyle. More so yung stress, and then of course yung tulog mo abnormal. So does this follow that the practice of extending the 6-month policy for HMO to be awarded, unlike before, which they used to do it? And what circular did they have the privilege in doing options wherein before they used to give 1 day, first day, meron ka ng HMO?
Again, babalikan ko sa yung statement ko kanina. Although common practice ng HMO, it doesn't necessarily mean that is a mandated niyan as a benefit. Now, there are certain employees who are generous enough siguro dahil sa demands ng trabaho, on the first day of the job, binibigyan na nila ng benefits, medical benefits, hospitalization benefit. Probably because related sa trabaho na there is the high incidence na magkasakit dahil sa trabaho niya. However, it's not the general rule. Pag hinar ka naman at may kontrata kang nakalagay doon na after 6 months, if you attain regular employment status because you qualified according to the standards of the company, ito ang makukuha mong benefits. So, nandiyan na isa na dyan ang HMO, legally speaking, the moment you ink your contract, pinirman mo yung kontrata na yan, tinatanggap mo lahat ng conditions na nagsasabi after 6 months ka pa may benefit. So again, what I'm saying is, it may be a common practice nowadays, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a mandated benefit for everyone. I-ano pa rin natin sa discretion ng management yan, as per budget pa rin.
So, for the sake po ng viewers, what are the mandated benefits?
Kaya marami.
Opo. Yung dapat talaga nila na malaman.
Mandated benefits, marami. Well, I will just rattle off a few. Well, number 1, 13-month pay. That's a mandated benefit yan, 13-month pay. For any employee who has rendered at least 30 days of work or 1 month of work for the year is entitled to a benefit na, I mean, a prorata portion of his 13-month pay. And how do you compute 13-month pay? Halimbawa, nagtrabaho ka ng 12 months. Ipagpalagay for ease of computation na lang, 12,000 a month ang salary mo. Wala kang bawas dahil hindi ka nag-absent, etc. For the whole 12 months, 12,000 ang bawat buwan mo. So you add up 12,000 times 12, divided mo by 12. That is the 13-month portion mo. Meaning, i-add mo lahat ang salary mo, excluding excluding overtime. Basic lang. I-add mo lahat ng 12 months na kinita mo, tumaas man, bumaba, tumaas, bumaba, dahil may absent ka, etc. Sum up mo, divided by 12. That is the 13-month pay. Now, halimbawa, ako ay pumasok ako October na, na-hire ako ng October, straight naman ang aking attendance. Or November ako pumasok, straight ang attendance ko, November 3rd, sabihin natin November 20. Ang cut-off naman kasi ng 13-month is, it should be paid not later than December 24, yata 23. The fact na I have already rendered 1 month or 30 days of service, entitled na ako sa proportionate part of my 13-month pay. That is the computation ng batas. So if you're asking about the benefits, other benefits, yun nga, ang kaninang binanggit ko na service incentive leave for every year of service, kailangan may 5 days ka na pwede mong gamitin. Nagkasakit ka, nagpabumol ka ng ipin, ng ligaw ka, umakyat ka ng you can use that. Hindi pwedeng sabihin ng management, boss, sir, wala tayong leave benefits Wala kang bayad. No, meron. Kunin mo sa 5 days. Marami pa. Hindi ko lang memorize na.
Ayun, matanong ko naman si Mr. Samudal, Jun Samudal, tungkol sa mga issues on being an tawag yan, conciliator, mediator. And more or less, how has your work practice been as a mediator?
So far, bali, my hitting average was 50% settled out of, shall we say, 200 cases.
Okay.
No? Kasi ang ginagawa namin yan, ang SENA, para mag-tone down ang gagawin ng mga bidders.
Okay.
Pagkakyat. Kasi usually, ang ginagawa namin, pinapadala namin sila ng notices dahil pupunta doon ang complainant, so magpa-file sa ng complaint against sa respondent. So ilalagay niya lahat ang address, name of the respondent, kung sino papadalan. We will be inviting them for the schedule time. Okay? So, ang ginagawa ko doon, pag nandiyan yung both parties, tinatanong ko yung problema ng complainant, kung okay sa respondent. Ang settlement nila is only monetary or back to work, no? Reinstatement.
Monetary or back to work.
So usually I conduct it twice, no, para at least kung this first meeting pa lang nag-class na sila, hindi sila settle. So i-convince ko, no, para ma-settle, para hindi na mag-aggravate, hindi na mag-amakyat na. So kung settle, they will pay each other na kung magkano hihingi ng complainant. So pang-abot sila doon kung magkano. Hindi naman tawag ito kung yan ang hingi niya, yan ang talaga ibibigay. No, siyempre, mag-ano pa rin sila. Settlement process lang. Pag hindi talaga, ayaw talaga ng complainant, wala akong magagawa, i-refer sila. Referral to arbitration na for further sa judge na.
Mandatory arbitration.
Arbitration, no.
So,
Yun lang.
yung mga cases mo, meron ka ba na follow-through na nag-prosper
Yes.
na yung settlement in the judge, in the
Yes.
courts? Na,
Sa akin pala ang settlement ito. So pag hindi naabot sa judge doon
Sa'yo
sa
pa lang, oo.
kaya nga ang sa akin sa out of 100 cases, yung almost 50% nasisettle ko naman. No.
That's a good batting average.
50%. Wow.
Mahirap, ano?
Mahirap.
Mataas yan. Mataas.
Taas yan.
So any sabihin natin, not to mention any specific person or company, what experience more or less that you find is very unforgettable or significantly informative?
Sa dami, hindi ko na maalala.
Wala ka bang favorite?
Wala. Yung akin, sipin mo, yung sinasayin ko a day is almost 10
Yeah.
cases. Mabigat din. Sakit sa ulo ba? So at least from morning to afternoon yan. So pagdating ko sa bayan, talagang pagod na pagod ka dahil burn ka eh. No? Used ka. So okay lang, pero nag-enjoy my work.
May mga cases ka about security agent.
Dami.
Right. Yung mga security guard, di ba?
Yes.
Saka yung kanina binanggit natin about yung
BPO.
yung katulong pa. Ano.
Pag katulong kasi,
Oo.
pagkasabay, sinisay na lang namin. Pero pag referral na, binibigay na namin sa dole.
Wala kasi naman silang employment contract. Wala gano'n.
Hindi, may
Meron sila.
ang dole ang handle niya.
I see. Yeah. So we're just separating the issues na hindi mo covered, no?
Yes.
More or less.
Dami mga OFW, mga seaman, marami.
And talking about OFWs, ano ba yung more or less na experience natin na mga na-set, na-arrange mo, na-mediate mo that were fruitful and really
Kakaramihan dyan, mga medical ano lang nila, hinihingi nila yung reimbursement, no? Reimbursement sa medical or yung hinihingi nila yung complete disability. No?
yan yung mga disabilities.
May amount yan involved.
Hmm.
No? So, pag may CPA yan, $60,000 yan. Pag find out ng arbiter na complete disability, no? May mga grade 1 to 10.
Okay.
So, doon binibase. Titingnan yan through medical reports. So, doctors advice, certificate are being inahingi niya ng tawag ito, arbiters. Titingnan niya doon kung tama ba o hindi, kung may konting something na hindi maganda. Na gano'n yan. So, arbiter lang din ang gaano niyan. Sa aming level, sa akin level, hindi na, dahil gusto nila doon sa arbiter na magkakaroon sila. So, most of the time, nare-repair na. Doon ang nila.
Okay.
So, enjoy yung work. Hanggang
And you just enjoyed it with finalization with your retiree age.
yes.
Oo. Kailan ba yung announcement mo niya? Na-announce mo ba last week pa ba yan?
Na nag-retire.
Nagpakain na nga eh. Nagpakain eh.
Hindi ka rin naimbitahan sila.
Sunod. Ang problema, pag nakuha na natin yung tawag ito, yung retirement natin.
Pag nakuha.
Oo, nakuha.
It's
Wala
been
pa.
so many years kasi since 50 years ago, right?
Oo.
We were together and we were used to be carefree. Wala tayong pakialam. Suddenly you're here being a mediator to many people, employees, and that's a very good career that you're into now. And congratulations for a job.
Thank you.
Pwede ko
So,
bang
what do you say?
pwede ko bang ihabol in relation to the question kanina ni Exodus? What are the benefits? Ito common itong nangyari ngayon. Sunod-sunod na nangyari because of the COVID. Di ba, nung nag-COVID, lahat ng, hindi naman karamihan, all establishments were affected. So, bumaba ang revenue, walang order, walang operation. So, they had to resort to suspending operations.
Yes.
Ang under the law, kasi sa batas natin, pwedeng mag-suspend ng operation legitimately ang isang employer. Pero ito ay hindi pwedeng hubigit, lumagpas ng 6 na buwan. Paano nangyari ng COVID? 2 taon. Ang tanong dyan is, uh, covered ba ng definition ng legitimate suspension of operation ang COVID. Pero in general, babalik lang ako sa general. Ang daming nagiging kaso among the security agency sector. Kasi may mga nilalagay ng mga security guards on quote-unquote floating status. Hindi man nag-suspend ng operation ng employer, nilalagay sa floating status. Eh, 6 na buwan, siyempre araw-araw kumakain yan. May anak, may pamilya. 6 na buwan, 7 buwan, pag hindi mo ibinilik sa ang employee na yan sa active payroll mo after 6 months, illegal dismissal ang tawag dyan. So, ang dami among the security guards, marami ang complaints na illegal dismissal dahil lumagpas, tinawag lang na floating status. Actually, sa ating batas, walang tinatawag na floating status. Ang provision sa batas ay suspension, legitimate suspension of business operation. Kung hindi ka man nag-suspend ng business operation pero inilagay mo isang tao sa floating, wala siyang assignment, walang trabaho, walang sahod, pasok pa rin yan sa magiging illegal dismissal yan.
So, siguro sa ano naman, on the employer side tayo, how can we ensure na yung employers are providing a fair and legally compliant na environment for their employees?
I will speak in general, general sense na. Maraming employers, karamihan ng employers, they want to comply. Nagde-negosyo naman sila ng tama. So gusto nila tama rin ang kanilang ginagawa. Kanya lang, hindi rin nila alam minsan kung ano dapat ang gawin. So we have the Department of Labor ay may inspections, may establishment inspections. Kaya lang, may another kaya lang. When I was there was a big lack of inspectors. So hindi na-inspect lahat ng establishments. Doon mo malalaman kasi, halimbawa, ikaw employer ka, doon mo malalaman kung nagko-comply ka ba sa lahat ng requirements. Dahil kung dating ng inspector, may listahan yan kung ano dapat ang nandyan.
Okay, so more or less, I think, June, you want to comment?
Okay.
Follow up on that?
Now, if you need our help, just contact me. I'll be giving a calling card with Tatay Bebe for him to
Yeah, Tito Bob. So in other words, you can plug on air.
Yeah.
Tell us about your page, your website, and your contact numbers for future inquiries and consultation. So it's time for this team to plug their business. So please shout out lang dito. Ano yung ipa-plug mo? Please, you can do on air.
Yeah. You can reach me sa telephone number, sa cellphone number 0917-329-1157. Globe yan. I forgot the other number.
May page ba tayo? Meron tayong page or anything na in
Email.
under construction pa yung page.
So, siya under construction.
Okay, so kayo attorney, anything to plug?
Kung gusto nyo namang magtanong, wala naman kung i-advertise. But I have my law office. If you have any questions, email mo lang kami sa silawoffices@gmail.com. We will answer any question. Basta related. Huwag lang umuutang.
Ayun. May ulit nga, attorney,
Law Offices.
S-A-Y?
SAYLAW Offices. Straight one word.
Ayan okay. So,
At gmail.com. You ask us any question related sa pagtrabaho nyo, kung ikaw may na employer, ikaw may na employee. I will answer all those questions quickly.
So anyway, so we have final words from Jun Samudal for a word of advice and inspiration sa ating mga employees, lalo yung mga employers as well.
Yeah, malaking salamat po na naging guest mo ako rito, brother. So I hope na makakatulong ko sa mga nangangailangan na empleyado or employer man. Don't hesitate to contact us. No? Thank you so much.
Yusek, Sai.
What I can say is para magkaroon ng productivity, there should be industrial peace. Diba? Pero para ron naman din magkaroon ng industrial peace, both sides of the equation, employer at saka employee, dapat alam nila ang kanilang mga rights at the same time mga obligations. And we are here. Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, I am here to help you know what you do not know. Especially if you do not know what you do not know. Itanong mo lang yan sa silo offices at gmail.com. Pasagutin natin kung anong hindi nyo mga nalalaman. We are all nakatuon tayo lahat sa productivity because that will lead to national progress.
And of course, as a segue, we would like to inform that basically ito pong programa nating Hatid Saya at iba pa, since we aim to educate and inform our audience, this particular segment, we're expecting more or less to have seeing our guests more often once we have already some questionnaires coming from you, and that's why we're expecting you guys to comment and give us some guidelines as to what you want of this program. I'm sure this particular concern for advocacy and for your benefits and rights as employees, as well as for consultation for employers needing some consultants, we will be more or less airing them as per popular request. So we're expecting more or less, if the influx of inquiries as deemed to be necessary and needed, of course, we will be glad to air again and guest our two special guests to answer all your questions right here, right now at Hatid Saya at iba pa. Okay? Right here in Margo TV Philippines. So, yan po ang announcement natin, and we'll just expect hopefully segment of question and answers about employees and employers. We will be answering that on air, besides your inquiries with the respective offices and their own contact numbers. But we can also respond to you while we be airing this on air, hopefully with a very good influx of respondents for next week again. Okay, so we'll just be waiting for your response, beloved audience. And any final words for our closing for our segment?
Yeah, of course, so yun nga, thank you so much for our guests. So talagang very knowledgeable pagdating sa employee and employee relationships. So yun nga, sabi nga ni Tito Bobby, pag meron kang question about the topic, just comment it dyan sa where can they send message? Pwede ba? Pag nahihiya kasi yung ibang mag-comment.
Okay. Well, actually, nakalagay naman dyan sa ating live stream. They can comment there anytime should they want to reach us.
So, let's say for personal messages, meron ba tayo?
Yung mga dati kong kaibigan dyan na hinahanap ako, nandito ako. wala akong pinagkakautangan. So anyway, you can reach out dito po sa atin through Margo TV Philippines, and we'll be able to respond to you. And of course, Hatid Saya at iba pa page, that's at Facebook page. Of course, you can watch us also on YouTube with Margo TV Philippines. Again?
Right, so that's Margo TV Philippines. So thank you so much po. Again, this is...
We can do actually our official hand sign. Okay? Can we all do that as part of our team? This is H, Hatid. No, H, like this. H. Hatid, and then Saya. And then we box it. At iba pa. Letter A. Alright, so are we ready, guys? Are we ready? Sabay-sabay, ha? Alright, so are we ready? Okay, so see you again next week for our next segment. Dito sa ating programang pinamagaan, Tito Bob presents Hatid Saya at iba pa. Ayos, diba? Alright, thank you again. See you next week for our segment regarding employee-employer relationship. Okay, thank you very much. We time for station ID.
Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel. Margo TV Philippines. Live. Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel. Margo TV Philippines. Live. Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel. Margo TV Philippines, live. Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel, Margo TV Philippines, live.
Hi, good afternoon. We're back here sa programa nating Hatid Saya at iba pa. Alright, so this afternoon, meron tayong siyempre musical moment. At ika nga ngayong hapon na to, napakagaling ng ating guest. Oo, kasi ito kababata ko to eh. Since elementary pa. Actually, yung preschool pa lang, ano? Oo. Maniwala ba kayo kami Pauline yan? Sa kindergarten namin. No? And of course, today, Exodus, ang bisita natin si, pagmamalaki natin to, isang singer, nag-Japan. At the same time, he also plays the trumpet. At marami pa siyang hinihipan. Saxophone. Alright. So, pakita natin si Exodus saka ang ating bisita, Mr. Angelo Santos.
Hello, magandang hapon na. Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, how are you?
How are you?
Yes, good afternoon. So, Exodus.
Yeah, si Angelo. So how do you want to be called? Angel or Jello or ano?
I prefer both Angel or Gel.
Ayan.
Gel.
Gel.
Angel na lang siguro.
Angel na lang.
I think
maliwanag naman.
that's better, I think. Okay ba lang ka sunglass? Kasi yung mata ko, okay lang to.
Walang problema.
Oh,
Okay.
cool nga.
Ganyan talaga ang mga artistahin.
Yun.
Alright. So ngayon, tell us about yourself. Siyempre, magkaklase tayo nung nursery,
Ayan na.
elementary, high school. Pero nung nagkaroon tayo kanya-kanyang buhay, I think you went on your own musical career. So how did it come about? Ano bang musical legend mo, yung history mo, paano ka nagsimula? Although nung araw, alam ko, kumakanta ka na at saka member ka din ng musiko, di ba?
Yes,
Tell us about yourself.
talagang ang feeling ko talaga bata pa ako music is passion
Part of you.
Imagine from St. Andrew's School, which is located in Laweta, Parañaque, if you know the place. Nakakarating ako ng ABS-CBN, which is Panay Avenue. Grade 3 ako, imagine.
Grade 3.
Grade 3?
Lapit lang.
Tapos, nakakapasok ako sa loob, loko-loko ako sa mga artista.
Uy, okay. Panatig ka.
Oo. If you know the singer Florence Aguilar,
Uy, Flor.
every time I see her on Channel 2, I go, wow, pwede lang din ako umuwi ng Bacoor, patay na patay ako.
Oo.
Tapos,
Kaya pala balik ng balik sa
which is natutuwa naman ako kasi everything we have in ourselves, for example, talent, bigay-ligat yan Hindi bibigay sa'yo kung pasama ka dyan.
So anyway, you can tell us about yourself. Paano yung more or less yung background mo? Galing ba kayo sa family of musicians?
Hindi naman. Ang mother ko, she plays the piano because she graduated from Philippine Women's University.
PWU.
Yeah, and I believe they have to take some music classes, which is mostly piano.
Oo.
So she plays the piano real good.
Real good.
Yeah. And maybe that's where I got my musical talent.
I see.
I really want to say talent because nagtataka ako, tinatawag ako ng mga teacher ko, hindi, nakasalamin ako ng alambre, John Denver.
Diyan din.
Tapos hawak ko gitara. Sabi, Santos, classes na. Sabi ko sa teacher ko, no. Ano yun, high school, sa Arellano. Mga If We Try, mga gano'n. Sobrang nangilig ko. So, 16 years old ako. Marami nakakakilala ng Suligin.
Kailan kayo nagkaroon ng first break para magtayo ng banda?
Actually,
Or exposure sa...
actually, hindi ka kailangan magtayo ng banda Kasi during those times, kahit saan ka pumunta, ituturing ka nilang member ng band nila. Kasi, ngayon...
Session player?
No. Actually, nasa bar ka na, tumutugtog ka na.
Kumakanta ka at saka nagta-trumpet, nagigitara.
Hindi pa trumpet nung first time.
Gitara.
Gitara, 1975. Imagine, 16 years old ako, kumikita na ako At natutuwa ako kasi I earn money from my passion, from the thing that I do best. I like best, no? So, nagtuloy-tuloy yun. 1976, nagpunta kami ng Japan. Pag uwi dito, tugtog ng Rose Boulevard, Malate, magaan ang buhay ng araw. Hindi ka kailangan mag-apply hindi ka mahirapan.
Saan ka sa Japan nagpunta? Isa-isahin natin yan. No?
Isa-isahin
sa Japan kasi saan sa Japan kasi galing din ako sa Japan.
Una, pagdating namin ng Japan, nag-CR muna kami.
Galing din ako doon
Tokyo, sa Shinjuku. Gugulat ako kasi anong klase to? Nightclub ba to? O Araneta Coliseum? Imagine classmate itong buong room mo, which is circle, no? Ako lang mag-isa yung singer doon. Lahat ng kamiyembro ko andun sa likod, ang layo. Tapos yung mga nagsasayaw, yung dance floor, siguro mga 10 size ng basketball court. Lahat nakatitig sa amin kasi those times, sikat na sikat yung Filipino musicians sa Japan.
What year were those? 1975.
76, yun yung first namin. Shinjuku, tapos lipat kami ng Osaka. Tapos lipat kami ng Shimizu, yung Mount Fuji, which, yung Shimizu, Shizuoka. Ang ganda ng place.
Kumain kayo doon?
Ha?
Kumain kayo doon sa may
restaurant,
sa kainan doon?
Parang hindi ako sumama.
Hindi ka sumama kumain.
Ano ba mga may recommend mo na Japanese food doon?
Mga bar na naalala mo,
Ayan, yan.
significant.
Marami, naalala ko pala, yung sa Shinjuku, yung Playhouse.
Playhouse.
Ang nakakatuwa sa kanila, yung tinutugtugan namin, pag tumawid ka sa kabilang building, kasi may signage performing tonight, Chicago.
Wow, gusto ko yan.
Nasa club lang sila. Sa atin, Araneta na yan. Doon sa malayo, matatalo mo sa Viva House, itong stylistics.
Oh, wow.
Ngayon, dahil sa musikero kami, we always go backstage. Kasi silip namin sila nagpe-perform. Chicago.
Libre panood yan, di ba?
Libre.
Siyempre.
Kasi,
Libre meet and greet na din.
Ganito pala sa Japan, grabe. Sa atin, bago ka makapanood ng ganito, mag-iipon ka ng pambayad sa ticket.
Oo.
Ganon sila ka-progressive.
1970s, buhay pa si lead guitarist, Terry Cat.
Terry Cat?
Oo, buhay pa nung time na yun.
Anong grupo yan?
Chicago, siya yung nag-deal.
Malamang. Tapos punta kami sa probinsya. Yung nga, sa Shimizu, may nakasabay akong maliit na babae, yung Apunesa na may dala siyang tambutso ng kotse, muffler. Hindi ko alam, yung pala yung magiging first Apunesang girlfriend ko.
Okay, love life yan.
Tinatanong ko, ni memorable di ba? Nakasabay ko lang sa elevator. Hanggang lumipat kami ng Kyushu, which is the southernmost part ng Japan. Sumusunod, naka-bullet train. Kasalubungin ko sa bullet train. Hello, Genki. May nagbubuhat ng maleta niya kasi maliit lang siya. Maliit lang din yung lalaki. Sabi ko, thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Hey, he's my father.
Wow, mabalita ko ba't gano'n? May mga friends.
Kasi loko-loko sa mga Pilipino. Inaawat ng tatay niya, huwag ka na sumunod doon. Ganyan-ganyan, manloloko yung mga yan. Sumusunod siya sa akin, tatay niya sumusunod naman sa kanya. Oo, tapos sa Kyushu. Tapos uwi kami, first time yun, second time Yokohama, third time Taiwan, meron pa kami Osaka. Gaya yung kinukwento ko sa kanya, 1983, nagsimula mag-die down yung mga Filipino musicians sa Japan.
1983 yan.
That was in 1983.
In 1983, may tinatawag ng importation ban sa worldwide. Na bawal tayo magpasok ng mga, lalo sa Philippines, ng kargamento. So, puro nationalism. Lalo na ang Japan, napaka-highly nationalism.
Tingin ko, economic-wise, nag-isip yung mga Hapon. Imagine kung grupo nyo, composed kayo of 8 members. No? Lahat yung 8 members na yun, ipoprocess lahat yung traveling papers, lahat yan, gastos nila. Pagdating doon, food and lodging mo para sa 8 tao. Nakapag-isip-isip sila nung nauso na yung karaoke. Tanda ko. Yung club nila, imbis na Filipino live musicians, karaoke na lang.
Okay.
Tapos, puro babae, yung tinatawag na Japayuki. Mas malaki bumabalik sa kanilang pera. Kada order doon, may commission sila, drinks, food. Sabi nga ng mga Hapon, busog na busog ka na, order ka na naman, yakisoba. Hindi naman sabi, may commission to. Ganon. Oo. 1983, nagpatuloy yun. Hanggang sa ngayon, di ba?
So, nag-shift na pala.
Oo, nag-shift na sila. That's how the world changed. Kaya sasabay ka. Ang ginawa ko naman, yung business ko, ano nga ba pa?
Hindi na yung Haponesa. Iba na yan.
Hindi, itong napangasawa ko.
Nililinaw lang.
Teka, ano nga ba pangalan mo?
Asawa mo yun,
Nag-duet kami. Kasi nag-gitar ako. Duet kami. So, nagkaroon kami ng another 4 times na 6 months. Makulay. Kasi, nag-shift agad ako. Wala nang banda eh. Diba?
Okay. So, dati may banda. Nung nagkaroon ng transition, humina ang business. Napilitan kayo mag-duet, solo, o sequencer.
That is
sequencer ng mga panahon.
Wala pa noon.
Wala pa din.
That is because sanay ako mag-gitara kasi nagpe-perform din ako ng solo. Dito sa mga folk houses. Sabi ko sa misis ko, you sing most all of the primera and then I'll do the second voice. Pag maganda pakinggan, listaya, pondo na natin yan. Sa Japan naman, hindi ka kailangan mag-pondo na mahirap eh. You don't need to have yung mga songs na pahirapan mo sarili mo. Ang gusto lang naman nila, yung mga Candida, 3 times, yung mga...
May nag-request ba ng mga local songs nila? Wala naman.
Kailangan. Kailangan may naka-ready ka. May mabibigla ka sasabihin sa pa, Yuki Wapuro, waka nun, ka.
Ano daw yun?
Ano yun, parang kumaga sa atin dahil sa'yo. Pag kinanta mo yung Yuki Wapuro, mostly mga may edad, gusto yan. I'll give you a bit of that song. No? Yuki Wapuro, anatawa konai. Tapos ano ko, Rob, classmate ko, Exodus, yung kanta nilang Enka, which is, kumbaga, matandang panahon pa ng mga samurai nung araw. Gustong-gusto nila, pinag-aralan ko yun. Enka, hindi
Enka.
pagkain ha, ang tawag nila Enka.
Samurai, ha?
Oo, ang tawag nila Enka. Ngayon, pinag-aralan ko, yung parang ganito Kokodi shuni shinetarai ito sungaru nabidano hijirashi sa umay na, Angel! Pero umay, mukunta nga naman ako. Hindi lahat ng singer nakakanta yung ganong style.
Okay.
So, kaya kahit pa paano, maraming beses din tayo nakabalik dun.
Sa madali salita, yung pag-experience mo sa abroad, ay marami kang na-explore kasi proud kang Pilipino ka eh.
Oo naman.
And nakumand mo yung audience, ano?
Oo.
At na-please mo sila kasi kadalasan lalo yung kakantahin mo yung national song nila, yung favorite song, Adoro,
Di ba?
Sukiyaki.
Palagay ko,
Sukiyaki ba yun?
Oo. So mga songs that they would love to do. Kaya Filipinos are a great nag-a-adapt sa
Tsaka hindi sila mahirap.
culture.
Hindi sila mahirap na audience.
Oo, I see.
Hanggang ngayon, yung Beautiful Sunday, sikat na sikat pa ron.
Oo.
Pag kinantam yun, yung mga Bunesa, nakapilang lado sa front stage,
Oo.
nakaharap sa banda.
Oo,
Sunday morning, up with the light.
Saya.
Ganon sila. Tapos ang nakindatan mo, natuto na o kinikilig.
Ayun.
Kasi sikat na sikat talaga ang Pilipino.
So bali yung mga audience natin excited na makapakinig siya ng isang
Ayan.
kanta dyan. And
walang ganon.
Nasample
simulan
lang na
natin
tayo.
at i-ano natin yung baso para at least baka pag nag-perform si Angelo is really performance level.
Yan.
Tingnan nga natin kung kita tayo sa if you stand up, parang alangan na nakita mo sa position.
Hindi, ilaano to
Hindi
kanina.
yan kaya ng head.
I'm sorry, mapafocus sa akin ito muna.
Yeah, of course. Yan.
Ayan. Okay.
Mr. Angel.
Okay, so i-mic in mo na yung cellphone. Ayan, alright.
Paano lapit ito kayo dito?
Ayan, para bilang sample mga kasama.
Tulungan kita mag-
Hindi, itong ganda to,
Oo.
hindi man kailangan talaga to.
Trivia tayo, nostalgia. May
Um,
awitin dito si Angelo Santos na awitin na una ay aawitan niya na mayroong kasamang trumpet. Di ba?
Oo, mind you, tumigil ako pagka-trumpet 1983.
Okay, sige, go. And you can now start singing para
40 years.
i-play mo na yung
Anytime?
Yes. Paki-on mo na lang.
Mm-hmm.
You can stand up because you're level up. Ayan.
I'll try my best. Ito.
Todo na.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Angelo Santos. Taas mo pa.
Okay. Wala naman. I know that it's late and I really must leave alone.
Mike.
But you're good to hold. Feel such a long way from home. I know that our love is still new, but I promise it's gonna be true. Please let me stay. Don't you send me away. Oh no, no. Tell me, baby, that you need me. Say you'll never leave. Love me tonight. Hold me now, my heart is aching. And I feel the dawn is break. Love me tonight. Something is burning inside. Something that can't be denied. If left you out of my sight, darling, love me tonight. I've waited so long for the girl of my dreams to appear. And now I can hardly believe that you really are here. 'Cause here in my arms you belong. How can this feeling be wrong? Darling, be kind, for I'm out of my mind over you. Ow! Tell me, baby, that you need me. Say you'll never leave me. Love me tonight. Baby, now the flame is stronger. Can't wait a moment. Love me tonight. Something is burning inside. Something that can't be denied. I can let you out of my sight, darling. Love me tonight. Woo!
All right, thank you very much. That was sung by Angelo. And you have a second song?
Yes, of course. Okay lang.
Play your second song.
Okay.
Pwede na.
Uh,
Ayos din yung monitor.
see,
So, ano title? That was a song by Tom Jones. Deliver yan ni Angelo. I think you performed this in Japan before.
many times.
Many times, ano? At
Sikat na sikat din sa kanila yan.
of course. And the next song is going to be another inspirational song.
I'm sorry, I really feel exhausted. I don't know why. Siguro dahil sa kapapractice ko kagabi.
All right. Anyway, let's go to ano na.
Okay na ako na upo.
Okay.
You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own, will I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my gaze. I get misty and too much alone. I'd like to say greetings to my family, in Bacoor, in Parañaque.
Pangalan, mga names.
Si Boss Art, Arthur Inisa.
Art, Sir Art.
And Junior Inisa. Not so many people have friends like this guys.
Yeah.
Mabait. Boss Art, Boss Jun. On my own. Through this wonderland alone. My right foot from my left, my head from my knees. I am misty. I'm too much in love. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I thought Exodus is going to.
No, just we come up with our second song. You've just done your second song and very good.
Thank
So any shout outs ng mga besides mga kaibigan natin, mga kapitbahay natin, mga classmates natin, si Doc Butch Salazar, di ba? Kamusta?
Naalala ko si
Mga names banggitin mo isa-isa.
si shout out Dr. Butch Salazar.
Sino pa si
Natatandaan ko yung first owner natin si Eleviste Bobby Bobadilla, mga ganun. El Cosart.
Yeah.
I'm sure natatandaan mo sila pero hindi natin siyempre sila baka iba nasa abroad na ganun.
Si Benji Ignacio, kamusta ka diyan, classmate?
Kumusta? Si Benji Ignacio. Sino yun?
Tsaka yung mga kaibigan natin mga nasa Navy, US Navy. Oo. And yun, nagkausap kami. Nga pala, Andong mga mapangarap, maraming salamat sa inyo kay si LGS Jilibin. At saka, siyempre, Raj Gange, kamusta ka na dyan? And lahat ng mga kaibigan natin, yung mga dati nating guests, Mr. Mike Hanopol, kamusta ka dyan? And of course, Jess Bartolome, Paul Galang, Mr. Paul Galang.
Yeah,
looking forward na makasama namin kayo ulit dito and that will be able to guest you for next week or this particular love month. So next February nga pala, try natin mag-guest tayo about love songs. So watch out for that. And for today, we will
please allow me to
guest. Okay, so may shout out ka ulit.
Dalawa lang naman to, yung dalawang anak ko. Si Marinel Santos.
Yes, kamusta na Marinel? How are you doing?
Marinel, my friend here knows you. At saka yung bunso ko na si Angela, which is based in Maldives. And si Marinel naman, she has a band of foreigners. No? She's the lead singer. They perform in Beijing. She's based there.
Ano to, mga variety group?
Mga popular dance music.
Okay.
She has a YouTube channel. Please subscribe. She's a very good daughter, very nice. And many people call her Mariah Carey of the Philippines.
Wow,
Yeah.
looking forward.
Modesty aside, she looks very much like Mariah Carey, even the way she sings.
All right. very
Check
good.
it out. Thank you.
So we're looking forward na mag-guest natin next time. Hopefully, makapunta siya in her free time.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, can we more or less wind up for this program that we've been already covering for today's segment, we talked about kanina earlier.
Yeah.
As a summary, medyo nagpaalam sila si Yusek saka and si NLRC natin si Jun Samudal and Yusek Sai to grace the our invitation. So this time, of course, thank you again. Of course, we have Angelo Santos to perform for today.
Thank you,
part of
classmate.
our musical journey. So Exodus, any parting words for our
course.
show?
Yeah, of course, napakagaling. Mr. Angel. Angel ba?
Yeah.
Angel.
Gabi angelic.
Thank you.
Pero ang galing talaga sa trumpet Saka yung voice. nandun. Of course,
Ang layo nilakad namin, I feel somewhat
Tired.
exhausted ako.
okay. May disclaimer pa kanina, pero I think hindi kailangan nun kasi very professional. Kanina, sabi niya kulang daw siya sa practice or sobra sa practice. I don't think hindi no. Mukhang nandun pa din Talagang makikita mo, professional musician.
Let's put a love of music.
Bigyan na lang natin ng credit, that's because it's the weather, that's where the disease coming from, the air, kulang. Everybody's getting sick nowadays. Let's give the credit to Angelo because he, despite all of this, he did his best to sing.
My classmate Roberto De Lara, thank you very much for having me.
Yes, it's our pleasure again. So again, to wind up and Exodus for a part, see you for next week, everybody. So everybody, let's look sa camera, and of course, thank you again for watching Hatid Saya at iba pa. And again, this is Tito Bobby.
And this is Exodus.
And of course,
Ano pangalan ko? Angelo Santos. Just call me Angel, it's alright, thank you.
alright, bring us back for next week.
Boss Art, Boss Junior.
Hatid Saya at iba pa here at Margo TV. Thank you, see you next week.
See you.
Live from Quezon City, Philippines. Your news, current affairs, and public service channel. Margo TV Philippines. Live.